To other news making headlines, the government has approved the recognition of prior learning policy, officially kicking off the process of certifying and recognizing skilled workers in the informal sector that do not have academic or professional training. Kenya National Qualifications Authority Acting Director General Dr. Alice Kande said the move seeks to entrench lifelong learning besides offering a chance to thousands of skilled personnel being wasted away for lack of academic and professional papers. Shadrach Miti with that report.
After 4 years of intense research, stakeholder engagements and benchmarking, Kenya's policy framework on recognition of prior learning (RPL) is ready. And with its official launch set for October 6th, there is huge excitement and anticipation.
And so what the framework then has done is to provide for alternative pathways other than the formal pathway. So the main one, as we see it, is the formal one from the lowest to the highest doctorate. And then we have the provision for TVET, so that if one is not able to directly go from secondary to the university, we have the TVET option.
The RPL recognizes learning that has taken place outside of formal education and training settings, such as work experience, volunteering, and real-life experiences. The policy further strives to create a correlation between prior learning experiences and academics.
If it is building and construction, you don't have to go for the whole building and construction course. If you are an expert in roofing, we shall give you a certificate for just roofing. If you are an expert in tiling, we will assess you. How do you tile? We give you a certificate in tiling.
And so what the framework does is to ensure that no single competence or skill goes unrecognized, so that even as we emphasize and appreciate the formal education and training, we are also looking at what are these alternatives that would also help our people so that they're able to navigate through life.
With the policy set to benefit skilled individuals who have learned through informal trainings, but their knowledge, experience, and competencies go unnoticed, the Kenya National Qualifications Authority says the primary intention of the policy is to ensure that every skill is recognized.
Is so that we can provide to this country a policy that is going to open up doors to people who have been forgotten, yet we know very well that they are doing a lot. So that person who has a skill, who has a competence, but does not have a certificate that clearly shows what it is that they have.
The policy establishes a framework to identify, assess, and certify all the skilled individuals, depending on how much they know. It will also favor migrant workers who could be refugees or otherwise, but have not carried their certificate with them during relocation.
Recognition of prior learning in this context is looking at someone who already has the competence. And so filling in that gap of someone who did not necessarily go through the formal education and training, but they have acquired that competence. And so they will go to an institution that is credible, that is capable of assessing them so that they can be assessed for that particular skill at a certain level. If we are able to work from the end in mind, we are looking at that person in the industry. What is it that is required? Is there a person probably who already have attained those learning outcomes?
Shadrach Miti, KTN News.
County and national residents will now be able to take part in public participation